I like that in my notes there's a section called Strong Start, which is like basically the like one sentence what's planned for the night. And it's just the group has a changed kitty cat and a fallen king seeking redemption. Also, they need to investigate a cave said to hold a mysterious aura.
Oh yeah, some stuff happened.
Yeah, so you know.
Yeah, I like it.
Reynauld gets spanked by his kid,
It was
which has apparently happened before, by the sounds of it, but worse than before.
Oops.
And
I still gotta kill that motherfucker.
Urge to kill Rising.
I get to kick his ass, right, Paul?
What's that?
I get to kick his ass later, right?
Sure.
Ah, fuck.
I'm not gonna dangle that fruit and then take it away. Absolutely not. Let's just say some fights aren't meant to be had right away.
Yeah. I'm just excited to see where this goes.
Well, right now where it's going is your fucking kitty cat's gonna slowly start turning into a hag.
It's gonna be
look like?
interesting.
Well, let me just, I was hoping to see if somebody had done art on it at some point, but I can't find any. But more or less, it's gonna look something. Out of my face.
Why is the status for the channel called Luca Did It?
Because Luca did it.
What did I do? What did I do?
To answer your question, this isn't. I couldn't find one that had a Tabaxi specific like starting point, but sort of, but with a little more kitty looking facial features. This is more or less what it's going to look like.
Not gonna lie, I thought they were gonna look uglier.
It hasn't turned into a full hag yet.
Oh, right.
HAG-ISH.
Yeah, that's actually quite a good descriptor, actually. You're not a hag, you're haggish.
I'm doing it for the power.
I mean, I would have thought you were doing it so y'all didn't get fucking murdered 3 weeks ago, but...
That helped, yeah. That was also a factor.
Factor, I hope so. Otherwise, I didn't drive the point home enough that they were going to kill you. I mean, I say that. There were other ways you could have gotten out of it, but... That was the one I was hoping somebody would take.
Hell yeah. They get something, I get something. It's the best of both worlds. Kick ass. Cool. Tra-la-la-la-la. Here we are. On the road again.
Why do I still have a notification that claims it's direct message related. I'm very confused.
Very odd. Hmm.
All right, Steve, are you back yet?
Steve-o.
I don't think Steve is back yet.
Discord was being weird. It wouldn't let me unmute.
Oh, hi, Steve.
Hello.
Hey,
I
good
can
news.
unmute.
Steve is back.
Hey guys,
Oh,
I
I
think
never
Steve's
get back.
back.
Oh, dang.
No,
Am I
I'm
mistaken?
still
So
getting
Steve's
it.
not back.
No, I'm definitely here.
It appears we were
My
mistaken.
cat stole my chair. Can't do anything.
Chair thief.
Can I have the chair back?
Mina.
Mina, why do you steal his chair?
She's a bad girl.
Me? Midnight.
Hmm.
You big old kitty. You're heavy.
Black cat vibes.
Oh, it's chunky. It's a big old chunker. That's what you are, Midnight.
All right. So everyone that I was for sure expecting at this point is back. So
Yeah.
let me just hit this button right quick. So last we left off, you finished your first of 3 possible quests, and met with a hag. No big deal. One of you's just now been turned into a half hag, hag-ish.
That's me.
That's my leg,
You
man.
you may or may not have been turned into a Scottish food.
Ow.
Haggish.
And you had a decision to make regarding whether you were going to next. Well, also, Reynauld got pimp slapped by his kid, and then you had a decision to make of whether you were going to go next to the caves, which are. I don't think I ever gave them "quote unquote" a name before, but they've been referred to throughout town by anyone who knows any lore as supposedly the Cave of Wonders, because they think there's a lot of magic in it, but no one's ever gone in to find out. Because they think there's probably ancient ruins buried under there, because, chances are there probably are, because D&D. Let's be real. In-game, no one knows for sure, though. And then you also had a possible choice to go to a third spot that I will have to go back and make notes on because I forget what I said it was. But it doesn't matter now because you picked to go to the cave next. And we wake up with the next morning after the decision was made, and you have about a day and a half to do any preparations you want to do in town before you leave. You've gotten your first payments, so if you want to buy any items or anything, that would be a good time to do it.
All right. I'd like to see if I can find someone that knows about the hag stuff and if I can slow it down.
Sure. Give me...
Maybe the library?
Definitely the library would be a good starting point. Give me... Are you looking to find a person or do your own research or both?
Both.
So give me a history or arcana check to do your own research first.
You got it, Mina?
C,
If she
right?
rolls low, it's just gonna be the same kind of thing that happened if like someone does like independent research, if you know what I mean, on like politics.
Oh dear.
So you find some books with some information about hags, and you do discover it's essentially in universe the term hexblood for someone who's basically bartered with a hag, and sort of their
Nice.
payment is to slowly become one. But that's mostly what you can find that's confirmed on your own. A lot of the rest of it comes off as just conjecture and speculation. It's like anything else. Keep it in the back of your mind, and maybe it'll turn out to be true, but it's not verifiable in the books you can find.
Interesting. I'm gonna try to find a person that can explain this to me because it's complicated.
Sure. Give me
Books are hard, guys.
Give me a perception check.
I close my eyes and tap
Uh,
on the next person I see.
So you're about to go over to the next person you see when you get tapped on the shoulder from behind.
Sneak attack! Hang powers activate.
Don't shake them.
Do hags shank?
When you turn around, how tall are you?
Probably a little bit shorter than a human, normal, average human, I guess.
So probably like 5.5, short end of human height, more or less.
Yeah.
Or I should say, short end of typical human size.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, there's
So human.
real world little people and stuff like that some of the other races are based on, but basically about the height of my mother, like 5'0".
About the height of your mother.
For scale, Reynauld is on the very abnormal end of human height.
Yeah, I imagined you probably around based on the way you described her movements and stuff, probably around the like low end of average lady height, like 5 to 5.5, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
We'll say around 5.5, the tall end of short, because I want you to be taller than the person that you see. And you actually turn around, and it takes you a second to realize that there's even someone behind you, because you turn around and you're looking over the top of their head.
Seneca 767 just subscribed.
And you
Real nice color, man.
you're not
can't
like
see anybody.
They're not like halfling or gnome small, but you're basically your whole head worth of taller than them, probably a good 6 inches taller.
Yes. They were tall enough to tap me on the shoulder.
When you turn around and look, once you adjust for a second and looks not hugely down, but like I said, you're a full head taller than them, so you literally turned and looked over the top of their head at first. You're basically like set your chin on their head if you wanted to height. And you kind of take a second to adjust, almost like almost like when someone who wears glasses and takes their glasses off and back on, takes a second to readjust. It also takes a second to readjust because when you realize where you should be looking, you see a face that's startlingly familiar.
Person that I've met before. My gnome buddy.
Yeah.
The nature boy. I'm bad with names.
No, they're definitely taller than a gnome or a halfling. You might say they're dwarf-sized.
Oh. Wait a minute.
Female.
That's the real Charlene.
I was about to guess.
Since you never gave me a physical description, I'll come up with one. Big, fiery red mane of hair.
Jolene.
Big bushy red beard, because dwarf women grow beards.
That's what I was
or
into.
many of them do. Many of them do, anyway. Let's put it this way: dwarf women can grow beards.
Yeah.
It looks different than you remember.
Something has changed. Is she becoming haggish
Yeah,
too? Twinsies.
No, but the eyes look different. Where once she had sort of a hazily greenish colored eye. Eyes. They're now a weird, pale, unnatural blue color.
Cool. Zombie. Are you a zombie now?
Whoa.
Do you say that to her?
Yeah.
Remind me, where is everyone in relation to Charlene right now in terms of position?
Well, given that Charlene said, I'm going to investigate, and no one said I'm going with her, she's by herself in a library.
Oh, I died.
Ah, shit.
And
That's the
she
worst that
just
could happen.
kind of chuckles. She cocks her head out when you first say it, and then chuckles and goes, by the look of you, I should be asking you that fucking question.
Oh, I'm just aging really fast. Don't worry about that. Nothing to worry about here. Totally normal tabaxi thing.
Uh-huh.
No, it's not.
She's got her big satchel that you've seen her carry around over the years.
Ooh.
Weather-beaten leather satchel. She flips the top open, reaches into it, and pulls out a big-ass book, and just sort of flops it on the desk in front of you. Or like a table. Basically the table you were going to go talk to that other person at, they've now left. Because obviously you stopped and turned around. She kind of just walks past you slightly and drops it on that table and points at it. And it's just like, that's the book you're looking for.
Dang, you're so smart. How did you know? Have you been spying on me?
I mean, yeah, but that's not how I knew that.
Damn, I should have known.
I knew that because you're not the first fucking one I've seen.
Interesting. Well, I know we've had our problems, but you know I'm sure we could put those in the past and help each other.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we have our problems right now.
Oh dear. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, I don't give a fuck about our problems. I mean, you look like hell, and I probably don't look much better.
I don't know, it's kind of attractive.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's very otherworldly.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. You didn't clue into it at first, because quite frankly, being that this particular dwarven woman is more of a fair-haired, above-ground dwarf, probably a hill dwarf, with the red hair and whatnot. So you're kind of used to her having not like jokey in real life, pasty white redhead skin, but like fairly fair skinned for a dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't register at first, but now that you're taking a closer look, and she's kind of guiding you by like doing like the hand gesture of like look, like basically the hand gesture of telling you to give her a once over. Yeah, she's not the same color she used to be. She went from like fair with a little bit of sunburn into suntan, you know, light whitish bronzy, like first layer of tan. She is borderline ghostly white.
Oh dang.
Not translucent like a ghost, but there is something off.
Yeah, that's definitely not normal. You not been getting a lot of sun lately?
No, it's a little hard to get much sun when you were thousands of feet below sea level.
Oh, what's the story on that? Some adventure in there.
Yeah, that's one word for it.
I left to get away from you. No hard feelings. What were you going about?
I was trying to find you.
Oh, that's true. That makes sense.
That's not what I found.
Ooh, my bad.
Yeah, I found something a lot worse.
I didn't mean for this to happen.
Look, I'm not thrilled with you right now, but I'm not going to blame you for something that isn't your fault.
These things happen.
Yeah, apparently they do when you get too close to a kraken.
Dang, it's always krakens, I swear.
Yeah, this one was particularly intelligent.
Now, when you say close, do you mean physically or emotionally?
More like forcibly.
Oh no. What were you doing by
Like-
water?
I was sailing on it,
That makes sense.
and it turned my boat over and dragged me down to where it resides.
Ouch. Oh, they do like to do that. Nasty creatures.
Suppose it could be worse. It could have made sure I died down there.
This is true. Although there are fates worse than death.
Yeah, I think I might be in one.
Oops.
Yeah, I sort of was more or less forced into a bargain.
Oh, that does sound familiar. I was in a
Yeah.
take one for the team situation. Plus, I was curious
Yeah,
about the
my
hag
goodness.
thing.
In my case, it was more like, I've already eaten your whole team. Do you want to go with them, or do you want to go to the surface?
Yeah, it's not a good situation.
Yeah, so I'm on a bit of a pilgrimage now.
Oh,
Trying to release something that shouldn't be released.
like the Kraken? Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Yeah,
Release the Kraken.
or yes, actually.
Interesting.
It was sealed to an extent.
Interesting.
It was strong enough to loosen the ties that bind it, but it can't fully escape them on its own.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's how it got to me. It was able to loosen the stranglehold that the chains of fate, shall we say, have bound it with, but it can't get fully as free as it would like to be without someone doing something for it, which is where I was forcibly brought into it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to this.
Yeah, that's not ideal. How to release a Kraken.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's also not just a kraken.
Super Kraken.
Anyway, I gotta go to a fucking cave. Apparently there's shit there at once.
It's always caves.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where our mission is taking us right now.
I'm pretty sure you're going the same place I am.
Ah, well then. Safety in numbers, I guess.
Yeah, you guys are not as quiet. You guys are not as quiet as you think you are.
That's a good point. We might need some help there.
Also, you might want to tell the big lug head in the fucking plate, in the, like, the plate mail. He should probably not wear plate mail. He's loud as fuck. It's very easy to track you.
I can ask him to take it off.
Right. Anyway, figured I might as well let you know I was around and no longer something you need to worry about.
I appreciate that. And I will try to be more mature about it as well and stop doing dumb things with your name. It was just a phase.
Yeah, it's not my name anyway.
Wait, what? I've been faking your name with a fake name?
I mean, sort of, I guess.
Balls. Well, don't
Yeah,
that
I sort of never told you my real name.
I probably deserve that.
I mean, now you do. At
True.
the time, it was because at the time I was basically doing what you've been doing with it, running from something else.
There's always something else.
Yeah.
The past always catches up to us.
Seems that way.
Well, maybe I can help.
Well, if we do end up where we'll both end up where I suspect we're going to, we may need each other's help.
Alright, I think that can be arranged.
Until then, Missy, here's the info you need. I got something I gotta go take care of.
Alright, well, so when you were contacting me to stop doing things with the Charlene name, is that because you're done with the screwing up Charlene name as well?
The last few. The first few were because most of the people that I was worried about you doing stupid stuff with the name still associated it with me.
Ah, good point. There's layers to this. Lying is confusing.
Yeah. Probably shouldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, I get that.
That's good, because that makes two of us. I'll see you later.
Alright, I wish you well.
You too, kid.
Alright.
Yeah. And she left you a big tome on the table.
Excellent. Ah, we're so mature.
And yeah, it's got a lot of the info you were looking for in it.
Ooh, excellent.
That's not info you're going to actually get right now because it would require me too long to go find it and send it to you. But I will get it to you eventually. Anywho, is there anything else, since you're already the one out, is there anything else you want to do anywhere in town?
Oh, nothing I can think of.
Alright. So that was your day of preparations. Reynauld, what would you like to do?
Well, first off, given the fact that we went through all that stuff and I just realized oh, right, because I spent all my gold on a better sword. I was about to say, wait, why don't I have gold to my name? Right, it's been a few sessions. But yeah, I don't have much preparation outside of roleplay, nothing to really buy. However, there is one thing I would like to do.
Alright.
I would like to search around for any evidence of my son's whereabouts.
Alright. How do you want to go about that?
Mostly basically playing detective. I'm like find like any leads and such on like where he might be right now. So step one is is ask around for any signs of a person who looks like him that has a certain helmet on their possessions.
Sure. Well, let's see. How do I want to do this?
Up so far because I'm trying to find that image of him you posted.
I just realized I don't think I ever added.
How do I want to handle this?
Everything good? Oh.
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide if I want to. How I want to do this. Give me a. Actually, I should also ask, where do you want to ask around? Taverns, on the street?
Given how my son asked him, I remember off him, he probably wouldn't have went to a tavern immediately after. Probably streets would be the best first place to start.
Luca, you finished a mission like 2 sessions ago that was supposed to give you 400 gold.
Oh, so I need to just...
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, who are you trying to talk to? Or rather, where? Like, what part of town?
Probably somewhere close to where we came from. So, like, probably around, like, the part of town, the street we walked in from, and then going more inwards into town from there.
Alright. Give me a perception check.
Perception. Dirty 20.
So you ask a couple of guards, they're like, I think somebody somewhat matching the descriptions passed through. You know, this is a city of like 100,000 people plus travelers like yourselves. They see a lot of faces.
Did they at least take note of someone holding, like, a particular helmet that I described?
They do when they point him out to you about 3 blocks down the road while you're talking.
I look at 3 blocks down the road. That means I have line of sight, right? So
Yeah. Given that most, I do have airships and stuff in this world, but more or less, most ground travel is still traditional D&D. City streets wouldn't be as big as they are in the real world with car stuff. So I'd say 3 blocks is probably 150 feet.
Yep.
Yeah, typically an intersection about every 50 feet where a side street comes across.
I'm going to... would I be able to roll perception again just to double check on that it's him? Because I don't want to just, absolutely fuck up a normal passerby who just happened to buy a new helmet.
It's him.
Okay. With that, I'm going to walk down probably a block and see if there's any good cover I can do to maybe eavesdrop on him a bit.
Sure, now give me a new perception check. Also, are you trying to go unseen from him?
Specifically him, yeah.
Cool, give me a stealth check.
Cool, that's at disadvantage. Four.
Cool. So you're wearing bright, shining silver armor? I mean, we might not be made of silver, but like chrome,
very silvery,
good conditioned armor, because you just got it fixed, and it's sunny out. and you can basically get kind of the mirror magnifying glass, like cell phone screen in the sun, like glare bouncing off a building. And while the city guard is armored, they don't wear armor like that, so it's pretty apparent what's causing it. Especially if you know basic, directions in traveling and things. And you can see his eyes land on you. See the light on the side of bouncing off a building, kind of halfway between you. And then he looks over at you, and he just kind of smirks, and turns around and walks away.
Yeah, Reynaud's blood boiled there, and as he was just staring him down, watching him walk away. The only unfortunate part about this is that Reynauld sort of knows that he's not winning alone this time.
He also, since it sounds like you already, well, what do you want to do? Actually?
Here's what I'm gonna do. First, do you still want me to roll that perception check, or is that all I can get since I smithed the,
I mean, you can still try to find a spot to, tail him, but you get the sense he's pretty much looking back every few steps to make sure he knows where you are.
Yeah. Seeing how my chance is probably blown unless I can, unless I can go somewhere, take off my armor, and then come back, which even then that would bring attention to me because I'm the rotting corpse of the party. Minus Shadow, but his character is probably less rotten. This is probably gonna have to be where my stalking attempt ends for now.
Alright. So yeah, you eventually head back. Since we've hit the point where you've made your final decision on the current round of activities, I would also like to point out that starting a fight in the middle of a metropolitan area full of city guards would probably be an unwise decision. So, good choice. So yeah.
Don't let that discourage you, though, from future events, because Reynaud's still plotting, death.
Oh, no, absolutely. Do what you want to do. I've never run a campaign where somebody spent 50 years in jail. I'd be curious to see how that goes. I feel like your individual roleplay sessions would be done yearly instead of daily.
Everyone visits Reynauld once in a while.
Yeah, around the 75th year, the guy you tried to kill, who is still alive, comes over and pees on you because you're locked in a cell.
I borrowed this game over there to do that.
No. But yeah, no, you, for various reasons, both being caught trying to stealth and the strength of your opponent when facing him one-on-one, and the thought does occur to you, this is probably not as much as I'd want to, this is probably not the place for this. You think better of it for now, as you know you probably, even with help, might not be able to beat him at where you guys are at in your development as a group. But definitely in the middle of a town when you also promised someone you'd go on a job for them is probably not the best time.
Yeah.
And you eventually think better of it and head back to get prepared for the mission. Steve, what would you like to do to prepare? You have a day?
I got nothing.
All right.
Pikachu!
I love that a wizard with money in his pocket isn't trying to learn new spells. I'm fascinated by this.
Well, Steve.
Yeah.
He already knows everything.
It's only
he
the
needs to know.
capital. It's only the capital city of a kingdom full of magic giants. You'd figure maybe he'd want to go grab a spell or two for his book, but okay.
I mean, Reynauld already has a good enough projectile-based spell, and it's called throwing Steve across the room.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's a very nice man.
Who
Damn.
am I to judge? Also, welcome, Shadow.
Yay.
Thank you.
So actually,
Your
since you
name.
just arrived, we're basically doing the day before you guys leave town for the next mission prep. Is there anything Zarvir would want to do with his newfound riches?
Speaking of which, don't forget to change your nickname, Shadow.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. Oh geez, I literally hold on. Can you do someone else before you get here? Before you come to me, my brain's
Yes, I got one more. I got one more to do.
Okay, thank you.
Luca.
Hi.
Hi. Either with the money you guys have earned or just research on something in your backstory you want to go over, is there anything you want to do before you leave town again?
Can I I'm trying to remember my backstory because I haven't read it in a second.
Yeah, I don't think you ever sent it to me either.
Oh, did I not?
If you did, I don't remember getting it. I remember you telling me that you hadn't finished it yet.
No, I sent it to you.
Oh, maybe you did.
I can't remember anything from it. Give me 1 second.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Honestly, Luke is probably just resting.
Yeah, you were the one that took quite a pounding the other day, didn't you?
Sorry, say that again?
I said, weren't you the one that took the biggest pounding from the monsters in the other dungeon? Or was that somebody else? No, that was Reynauld. No, it wasn't Reynauld. Reynauld wasn't.
Yeah.
No, Reynauld got beat up by his kids. I thought somebody took a whooping in the actual dungeon, but
I don't think
Someone
I was
might
at
have.
the dungeon. I think I was asleep doing that.
yeah, I think you were. I'm getting my dungeons confused.
It was a nap time sleep.
Oh. Yeah, so you're just getting yourself ready to go. Zaravir, do you have anything you want to do in the prep time you have?
I remember last session, Zarvir did some stuff, but oh yeah, because he got the like a list of names of people he has to go get money from. Is there anyone on that list that is like local?
Did I ever actually give you a list of names?
You did not, but I imagine Zarvir has one.
Wait, did Reynauld promise to help you with that?
You helped me with the first, like with the getting the list. I don't know if you would continue, but Zarvir would appreciate the manly power, looking
Well, while you were
intimidating.
gone, I was stalking my son, so.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, I imagine you're probably not even around then.
Oh, I'm probably on my way home because unless this is all happening at once.
I mean, it's all happening in the
Tarantino
same
movie.
day, but it's not necessarily all happening at exactly the same time. Basically, I imagine you guys all went, hey, we're in a populous city. Nothing severe is going to go wrong. You go do what you need to do. I'll go do what I need to do, and we'll meet back up somewhere. So if Reynauld finished his already, then it's not like he couldn't run into Zarvir halfway home.
Yeah.
There you go.
As for that, Zarvir, roll me. How would you like to find out this information? Would be my next question.
I mean, Zarvir's a chatty guy. He would go and talk to people, and he'd ask like, "Oh, this person or this person live around here? Where would they be?"
That's what I figured.
Yeah,
And so due to your being delayed tonight and why, and quite frankly, me being half asleep but wanting to run this week. Normally, I would roleplay a couple of people out, but let's just say roll a persuasion check.
fantastic.
I may still give it verbally as if I'm an NPC, but rather than make you talk your way through a bunch of people first.
Yeah.
Yeah, about the third or fourth person you talk to, it's like, yeah, one of the people on your list is in town.
Where
I
would that
forget
happen?
I forget the list was for collecting
Money.
gambling debts or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, gambling debts. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, one of the names on your list is there, and he tells you where to find them.
Wonderful. Are they close enough to where I could actually do that today, or?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Do you want to come with me, Reynauld, or should we, is that a thing? You want to join with me?
Are you asking me as a player? Because I don't know if Reynauld
As a
met you on
player.
the street yet. As a player, sure. If Reynauld's probably gonna bitch about it, but probably would help since now he literally does have nothing else to do today.
Well, yeah, I imagine you did your thing early in the morning. We'll probably bump into each other while I'm trying to talk people up.
Oh yeah,
You can say
early
something
morning's the
like
best
that.
time to stalk someone.
Exactly, of course. Yeah, there you go.
Alas, my armor is too shiny, and its shininess alerted my son.
That's one way to get caught.
Uh,
But yeah, then
I
if
took
I run into
Busted.
Reynauld, then I'd probably bring him along with me. To whoever I'm going to.
All right. Well, answer my question, and then we'll go from there.
Oh, sorry, I did not see this.
Preferably answer it in the same format I sent it.
Mm-hmm.
Answer in the form of a question.
And for people watching the videos or streams, I sent him a Discord DM to ask him a question that I don't want revealed yet. Cool. That's what I was hoping for.
Well, there you go.
So yeah, you get dragged in. You drag him along, and this place is a pretty good, like, sort of mixed city. Like, there's not exactly neighborhoods of like certain wealth here and other wealth there. People kind of just live together. But, there is sort of a natural element of people who can afford more prime real estate are likely going to tend to live in certain areas. You don't see anyone getting mistreated because they're rich in a poor neighborhood or poor in a rich neighborhood. It's more so just this is the more expensive land, so the owners of the land are probably wealthy or not. But like you see them mingling all through. It's not like one of those traditional like D&D towns that you deal with in the Forgotten Realms where it's like it's not water deep where it's like where there's areas of town where it's like you're too dirty to come in here, stuff like that. Everyone does sort of mingle and use the same streets, even if some people live at one end of town or the other. But you do go to what you can tell is sort of the nicer part of town, unofficially. And you find a less famous but quite elegant looking tavern. Less of a tavern, actually, almost more like a bed and breakfast style like inn. And that seems to match the description of where you were told to find the guy.
Fantastic. Is this? I'm assuming is with the where this is. It's fairly popular, and there's a lot of people inside.
Oh yeah, I mean it's well into the main city.
Yeah, okay. Even though this is less of a tavern, is there still some kind of barkeep, or at least some kind of
Yeah, I shouldn't say that. I mean, it's still it's still like a medieval world. So I mean, it is a tavern. It's more like
a fancy tavern.
Yeah, it's more like the difference between like the best way I can put it, because I watch the show a lot. It's like you ever seen at least clips of Bar Rescue?
No idea what that is.
Okay, it's a show where a hospitality expert goes and finds really disgusting bars and saves them from going bankrupt. Um, so you can kind of imagine the premise behind it. It's a before and after kind of renovation type show just for businesses.
Yeah.
This looks more like the after he leaves than the before.
Mm. So it's a really, really fancy bar.
Yeah, it's more like in this kind of an environment, it'd be more like a dance hall where you can also drink than like a tavern.
Okay.
High end dance hall. And you see a guy matching the description you were given. In the sitting at the back corner, with his back to the wall, so he's facing the door.
Is he just up against the wall, or is he like at a table?
No, he's sitting at the table.
Okay. Well, then I imagine I just walk over and just take a seat. Just gonna sit there.
Cool. So you walk over and sit down, and he just sort of looks at you for a second, cocks his head, sees who you came in with, and is like, "You here because of him?"
I'm on business. Do you know him?
You could say that.
Wonderful. I love drama. Who is he to you?
At one time, he was my king.
Well, isn't that fancy?
Yeah,
Sorry, I just kind of look
now he's
over to
just
Reynauld.
now he's just some guy I took a helmet from.
Oh. Oh, you're the because I've already seen him, right? His son?
You saw him before he left, yeah.
Yeah, but it isn't him.
Well, no, it is him.
Okay.
I may have described it differently previously. Again, sometimes I don't have time to take as detailed notes after the session as I would like to, or during. But for the purposes of this, sort of, it's a minor retcon if it is a retcon. I'm going to say he already had the helmet on when you came out, so you couldn't see his face properly. But once he mentions that and you look, you do recognize the helmet Reynauld used to wear is sitting on the table.
They're gonna really keep a close eye on Reynauld, but Reynauld doesn't do something stupid and like jump at the guy. But he'll just say, "You apparently are a gambling man."
Oh, that's what you're here about. 1 second.
I have no business with you two. Simply here for money.
No. Well, that's a simple misunderstanding. That's a simple misunderstanding. I had the money. He just didn't believe that I would deliver it. Here. He reaches into his satchel and pulls out a. Probably. If you put. Well, let's put it this way. Close your hands into fists. And then. These. You know how when you knock on a door, you kind of use your like middle knuckle facing forward?
Yeah.
Take your hands, make two fists like that, and put those two front knuckles together to make one bigger fist, and that's about the size bag of gold he pulls out. And he just plops it on the table in front of you. He's like, tell him to keep the change for the weight.
Wonderful. He'll grab it up and somehow manage to put that thing in his bag. It's attempting to keep. Well, I guess that's it then. Unless my business is over. You two can, I don't know, kill each other. Whatever. I don't care.
Oh, I got what I want. Our business is complete as far as I'm concerned.
For him, though, I am unsure. I'll happily
Yeah.
watch if you two want to murder each other, though. That would be fun.
Oh, no, don't worry. We've done this dance before. He just doesn't remember. One of these
Oh.
days he'll fuck around, and then he'll find out, and then he'll eventually get brought back to life to try again. Apparently, that seems to be the pattern.
Isn't that just wonderful?
Yeah,
Infinite torment.
it's actually kind of a pain in my ass. More of a torment for me than him at this point, I think. At least he gets his memory wiped every time.
Have you tried losing? Maybe that'd ease the pain.
Yeah, and that was as annoying as it is for him to keep trying. It's really fun when every time he remembers and I kill him again.
You know what? I can weirdly enough kind of relate. I have my experiences with death and not death, I guess. But hey, good luck to the both of you. I don't care who wins. It should be fun either way.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
And Xavier will get up. He won't leave the bar because I imagine Reynaud's gonna talk to him, but he'll kind of hang around, let him talk. Unless Reynaud's not gonna talk to him.
Reynauld does not have words for him, but he does have words for Xavier when Xavier has a moment.
Oh yeah, no. Xavier's just hanging around. He's kind of just letting you do your thing.
So yeah, basically, as you step away, assuming Reynauld goes with you because he doesn't feel like talking, you guys can go outside and have your conversation when you leave at the same time. As you're heading out the door, you do hear over both your shoulders, "See you later, Dad."
Now, Paul, how worthwhile is that 50 years of jail time I'll get?
Mm-hmm. You're assuming you'll live to find out.
Oh yeah. Well, in order to demonstrate my character in demonstration of rage, not so much. How am I trying to word this? To demonstrate my character's rage, Reynaud's probably at this point just digging his own nails into his palm right now, just with how hard he's clenching his fists. I guess besides the gloves in a way, but the point is that he's clenching his fists really hard, trying not to just turn around and attempt to cut off his head again.
Yeah, and he doesn't say another word.
And once we're outside, I turn to Xavier and immediately start saying, "We need to kill him. We need to find a way to kill him as soon as possible. You understand it?" Or did having my mic just cut out because I saw my thing flashing?
Oh, it's fine. I understand what you were saying.
All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was a little choppy, but we got the point.
Yeah.
Doesn't like it when I whisper.
What does him dying get me?
Him dying gets my favor of you, if that makes sense.
I mean, I don't really care who dies. If you have a way to kill him, then cool, that's great, but he seems like a not so bad lad.
Let me reword that for you. When he dies, you'll be the friend of the king.
I'm sorry, what? I couldn't hear
you. I said when he dies, you'll be the friend of a king.
You have a good point. Are you sure you aren't, I don't know, is your dementia gonna kick in again? Like, how does this memory thing work for you? Is it every time you die, or is it every, 5 minutes?
I just laugh as a player on that. I don't know why.
I love that.
I can only remember since the last time I woke up.
So it's every time you die?
I'd assume so at this point.
I mean, at least that's consistent. Just don't die again. Doesn't that seem easy? You can remember you're a king, go kill him, get your crown helmet thing, and then everyone's a winner except him. That sounds cool to me, but I would rather not die trying to fight him. So maybe unless you have like his weakness, like just at ready hand, maybe we don't run in and die, because I am not equipped to fight that kind of guy. Not for a long time.
Funny you mention that. That will prove to be his weakness. Our preparation. I will get stronger. I'm going to cut off his head, and I'm going to render his skull into a fine dust to scatter over his childhood bed. And then I take my place as king once more. And to do that, I suppose traveling with you lot will help me get to where I'm trying to go in order to be able at this point to cut off his head.
You know what? You sold me with the whole murder and bloodshed thing. That thing sounds kind of fun. So sure, whenever he crosses our paths again, or if we want to go after him, sure, I'll assist you in his demise or ours, I guess, however it goes.
And your death isn't really something I'm looking forward to if this does go bad. So just say I threatened you or something if we lose.
I mean, death isn't the worst thing for me. Might even be a relief. I wouldn't mind. But your death, I will be honest, would be just as satisfying as his. So, but for the time being, you've bought my favor. He seems like more of a scumbag, but the fun kind of scumbag. You just seem angry.
Can you blame me?
You know what? I guess I can't. So yeah. There, I'll help you. Try not to die.
The only reason I didn't kill him in there, or at least try, is because honestly, everyone else would have ended up stepping in the way, and then a lot more people would have been dead than I intended.
I feel like that's just more of a win-win. At least for me, because I would have not died. But everyone, including you, probably would have died. So maybe not a win. Well, I guess it depends. Anyways, I'm sure we probably should just forget about him. He's probably going to be a distraction. We have other more important things to do, like the whatever we're doing currently. I don't honestly know. It just gets me gold, so seems good enough for me.
Yeah. Well, currently you're using me as your debt collection muscle, so is there anything else you're doing with that right now?
I imagine it's pretty late, like in actual game time. So
Yeah,
at this point,
you're hitting about probably 8 p.m.
Yeah. Well, it's oh no. Are we supposed to be back like now or whenever? We should be back soon. We can. Hey, maybe we'll even meet some more people on the list on our way throughout the countryside. But for the time being, I think did good today. I'll make our way back down to Onan and give him the rest, and we'll head back.
I guess. Once I collected taxes, and now I guess I collect debts. At least I assume I collect taxes. I don't remember that part back from the kingdom I ruled. But regardless, it's late, and I would like to stare at the wall for the next 8 hours.
So would I. That sounds wonderful. Well, hey, maybe you'll get your memories back in time. You'll remember the awful moment of sitting on a throne and probably doing not much. I don't know what kings really do.
It's a lot busier than people make it out to be.
Maybe I'll try it one day.
There's one thing I remember about it, it's paper. Lots of paper being signed at least once a week, twice, 3 times.
Maybe our jobs weren't that different in our past lives.
I remember at least a third of them were execution permits, mostly for either opponents and certain things. But after that, it gets fuzzy. All I can remember is that there's the one person who was trying to stage something. Don't even remember that.
Like I said, maybe in time memory comes back.
One can only hope.
And with that, we've been RPing for long enough. There you go.
Yeah. So you guys make it back at the end of the evening, and everyone has a sleep. Needs to. And since that is almost perfectly an hour since we actually officially started game for the night, that is a rather good time for me to go take a stretch break before we start digging into the actual map. So we're going to take a little break.
Neato.
All
Thanks
right.
for therapy
All right,
sessions,
cool.
Xavier.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm probably the best, despite how Xavier still definitely hates you. Kind of the best person to talk to. We both died multiple times. We both did like the same thing in our prior lives. We're like the same person.
And I gave you the best deal you could probably get out of being friends with me.
Exactly. Xavier loves connections, especially one with the king. That would be great.
Of course, if the
Man.
plan succeeds and like you still end up pissing me off somehow, let's just say you're gonna learn the executioner part of Executioner Sword.
You know what? I don't intend to ever follow through with that. So, maybe let's keep my head.
Exactly. So just go for Reynolds' plan.
Yeah, I'm liking it so far. This seems great.
Yep. We just kill the guy that I'm not strong enough to kill yet.
I'm sure that'll be really, really easy.
Hope that minority of people
Oh,
who don't really want to
100%.
accept him as king come rallying back to me, and we're good as gold.
Who says we even have to go kill him? Let's go find his kingdom and, start a rebellion.
I mean,
Okay, that's plan B.
Can't kick his ass, we'll get people to kick his ass.
Exactly. However,
Problem
Reynauld
solved.
would very much prefer to, if not finish it personally, even be the last blow. That is
That's
like
fair.
that is main condition of the entire plot. Just, I need to be the one to do this.
I just realized how Reynauld, we have such a similar plot, is it not? We both have sons who, mine is questionable, but yours is definitely evil. We both died. We were both at some points of power in our life prior, and now
think
we're both stuck as reborns.
Evil might not be the correct word, depending on like how memories are found. But I
That's
feel like
true.
a
You
better
might have
word
been
would
the
be.
evil one.
I might have. We'll find out later.
I was
But like, I
definitely
think
the
the
evil
better
one in my
word to use for
family.
now is antagonist. I think they're
Yeah.
the antagonists.
Enemy to Reynauld. Doesn't
Enemies.
mean they're good or bad. Just enemy. But yeah.
Is that
Anyways.
you? Oh wait, is that you? Can certainly try directed towards me. Oh my god, that's directed towards me, isn't it? I have no idea if it is. I can't tell who it's
I
directed
imagine.
towards because it's just put in adventures.
It's probably towards him saying towards the rebellion.
No, don't worry, Steve. You're a little too short to be put on the guillotine.
Is there a height requirement for the guillotine? Must be this height, right?
You have to be at least as tall as a French person, especially French royalty is the preferred height.
Oh, they're tiny, aren't they? Aren't they like 4 foot, 5 foot?
No, that's just Napoleon.
Oh, I
We'll-
thought they were all the same. I can't tell anymore. Tomato, tomato.
Are we doing a racism?
Hold on. I'm talking about prior French, the whole different. It's a very different thing.
Oh, okay.
Of course. And today I plead the fifth.
Steve's trying to tell us they're not French. I don't buy that. If you have to tell someone you're not French, then you're probably French.
So what does that mean? Everyone is just French?
If you don't explicitly deny it, then no.
Ah, yeah, there you go.
You shouldn't have to explain
Exploit.
why you're not French.
I swear it's not me. I'm not French. It was the other French guy.
I can't believe it's not
Explain that
French.
you're French. Can't believe it's not French.
All right, I'll be right back.
I'm gonna do the same thing as Zerv here for a quick minute. Just gonna quote said wrestler I mentioned. Your arms are too short to box with God. I mean, if I ever live to see the day of Steve either suplexing or elbow dropping someone, I think that rule that you mentioned is gonna be terminated.
I have no comment on this. I don't know.
Steve, that's more so a threat. If you don't do that at some point in this campaign, I promise you bad things might happen. But anyways, I'll be back.
I prefer to stick with the fireball, okay? It is my friend now.
We're all French today. Ah, Reynauld. Your arms are too short to box God. Damn. Psst, 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 psst.
You did that right when I said it's so quiet.
Yes.
How dare you ruin the silence?
No, I type in chat, it's so quiet. 1
I
second
know, I
later,
literally watched it
do
pop
that.
up and then I just hit.
That's right, I can read.
No, you're not allowed to read here.
Oh, man.
Cat, I'm a kitty cat, and I
But I
dance,
turned
dance,
it
dance,
off.
and I dance, dance, dance. Cat.
What the heck is
I'm a kitty cat, and I dance, 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 and I dance, dance, dance. Cat. I'm a kitty cat, and I dance, 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 and I dance, dance, dance. Cat.
Is that this one? Yeah, I found it. Yay! You have to save those for after D&D. That's right. No.
You better refund him.
I'll think about it. Yes, yes.
You can't think about it, you have to.
Who's the boss here? You or me?
Paul.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Technically, he's right.
Yeah. That's a good point, too. Dun 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 dun. Gonna steal all the diamonds. And nobody can stop me. That was a lot. Yes, more, more. I got to be fast. Gotta go fast. Uh-oh. Hurry, hurry. Oh no. Too many damn people. Oh, damn. That's...
Alright, I'm back. I brought some pecan pie and some drink.
Nice.
Oh, and
Delicious.
remember what you said earlier. You are not getting a non-hostile response to if you ask Reynauld to take off his armor, no matter how you word it.
Oh, nice, nice. I was wondering how that would go.
Yeah,
I have to
you're
explain it
either
better.
losing a hand or you're getting a stern talking to.
But I'll be doing a stern not listening, I'm afraid. Dang. I'm just a haggish little cat maid. Just a little haggish.
Did you just say cat maid?
Yeah.
You're a fucking criminal.
What do you mean?
Unless your charges. Pyromania, identity fraud, well, attempted identity fraud.
Yeah. It was identity fraud with an identity fraud. But it was identity fraud by proxy.
I'm assuming you've intentionally burned down buildings, right?
I wouldn't say intentionally.
Sounds intentional.
Oh, sorry, hold on, let me word that in a format you'd agree to. Just so happened to burn down a building you really wanted to burn down, by pure accident, of course.
I wouldn't put myself as the actor in this the sentence. The building burned down.
A cat that happened to look just like you burned down a building on purpose, right?
The building was burned down, but not by me.
Sounds like you did it.
What makes you say that, good sir?
I can hear this.
Well, for starters, you smell like wood chips that have been burnt.
Oh, that's just, normal nature smells.
That is not normal. Are you going into like a forest fire and just coming back with burnt wood chips?
See, I'm just like
Where has it been?
helpful person. People that help others, like animals that get burned in the forest fires.
Who is
an innocent
Who's
bystander.
a human being? Bird.
Like
That
a
is human
bird.
being.
Pretty little bird. Everyone loves birds.
You're helping a bird.
Don't you like birds? Are you a bird hater?
No.
If you love,
It's messed
if you
up.
like birds, you'll love to meet my one character.
Oh, the taku kinku thing.
Downpour of the Kenku Storm Sorcerer.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
I'd love to use him in one of Paul's campaigns someday.
Yes, excellent.
I used it in one by Do, but that campaign ended up falling off. I don't want to talk about it too much. I don't know if Do's in chat, and I want to respect their privacy
it
regarding it. I
happens,
don't know if they
yeah.
want it talked about. Yeah.
Yeah. It do be like that sometimes.
The only Christmas decoration in my room is this, like, you ever watch a Charlie Brown? It's like Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown. Oh fuck, Paul just left.
We lost Paul.
Oh,
Forever.
you ever watch Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown?
I think. Oh yeah, the little tree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I have that
Mm.
exact. I have an exact replica of that tree in my room,
Nice.
right next to me on my desk. It's the only decoration in my room.
Nice. It just needs a little
The other
love.
decoration. Actually, wait, no. I have a little winter portrait behind me that lights up. And the third decoration that's even related to my room, not even in. It's just the wreath I have hung up on my door. Also, I know people at your chat are going to be screaming at me because I'm decorating for Christmas already. But so is the rest of my family.
Huh.
Oh wait, Paul's referring to the trying to get the kingdom back. Oh wait, yeah, so you can certainly try.
Nice.
Yeah, like in this campaign, it's kind of clear that another fight with Simon is going to be inevitable, but I would love an opportunity to just fucking get that kingdom back.
I bet you would.
No doubt it would be side content, but we can't do odd jobs and save the world while also committing an entire takeover of a kingdom.
There's never enough, time in the day, right?
No, I can't. I can't say that. I just had the fucking idea of like how going back to like how we were talking. Means our viewer talking about getting the people in on it. I'm like, oh god, it's just like that fucking thing that happened outside the Capitol.
Alright. Is everyone accounted for?
No, I died on the way back.
I mean, that's normal.
Yeah, so did I.
Dying is bad for your health.
Steve,
Yeah,
you didn't
stop it.
die. I literally
Stop it.
took that bullet so you wouldn't die.
You died in vain. Your death was meaningless.
I mean, some pecan pie right now, Paul.
Ooh, that sounds amazing. Pecan pie.
I definitely don't have gun traps set up for you. What?
Wait, there's guns?
For who?
Modern day guns.
No, it's not gonna be modern. Probably gonna. It's just gonna be a tripwire hooked up to a blunderbuss.
Yeah, more or less.
I'm probably gonna go to sleep after this. For
I
once.
should. Whether I will or not is a different story.
True. Then I got more work to do tomorrow. Gotta keep working.
Hey, Paul. Sudden question I just had in my head.
Okay.
You know how an artificer can give the repeating shot enchantment to an item?
Uh-huh.
Now, obviously, yeah, it's still gameplay mechanics. It's one action, so you would take your turn to fire it. But in roleplay context, would that make the gun a semi-automatic, like a flintlock, or would you have to like use it like a bolt action, almost where you'd have to just recock it every time? Or I guess you could more so compare that to like a single shot revolver.
I forget, what is the actual phrasing on it?
Basically, every time you fire any ranged weapon, a magical bolt immediately is resummoned upon it. That disappears upon being shot and hits something.
Oh, it just means you don't have to reload.
So I'd still have to prime it like though by like pulling back the hammer, right? On like the flintlock pistol, or like of course like reprime the crossbow.
I mean, yeah, you'd still have to fire it. It doesn't auto fire, if that's what you're asking.
No, I was thinking more so like semi-auto, like.
No, you
like,
don't just suddenly get 6 attacks in a turn.
I wasn't trying to imply that either, but.
But it sounds like you're asking.
Yeah, that's something that happens a lot.
I mean, if you're a gunslinger fighter, you can, at level 20, you can shoot 4 times in a turn, but...
Oh my lord, I almost forgot Gunslinger was a scythe.
Oh, yeah.
Anywho. So. Welcome back.
Woohoo.
You all gather up the next morning and find your transportation and head out, and I'll tell you right now, because there's enough, you're about to have enough things going on. You make it, takes about 2 days to get there, nothing bothers you on the way. And you arrive. What the hell do you mean? Can you not? Everyone make sure you join the map. As I refresh it on my screen. Fantastic. Now.
Hold on. Not be suffering discord. Did you already post the link earlier or pin it?
Yeah.
I don't know if I pinned it, but we haven't sent that many messages. There you go.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
We probably should pin it. Oh, actually, wait, it isn't really that far back, is it? Oh, it's yesterday. Wait.
Technically.
Technically for y'all.
Yeah, Discord tricked me for a second. Yeah, it was
Oh,
yesterday.
you it yesterday.
Yeah.
For me, no, it's not.
It's still Caturday here.
Yep. I'm just an hour ahead of me.
Anyway, I always repost it anyway, so it doesn't matter. So. You reach the mouth of the cave, or, well, this area outside the cave. The mouth of the cave, as you can probably tell, is near the top of the path. You can look around outside first if you want to. Or you can just head on inside.
Anything suspicious about like the cave entrance, or like does it look like anyone's been here? Like,
Give me a survival check.
hmm, 8.
There's some signs of foot traffic, but that's not necessarily unsurprising, considering you've been told before that people had tried to come here to explore before. You were told nobody ever had decided to go in, but you know they've been around the area.
It doesn't seem like anyone's entered yet, so seems like we'll be the first ones, at least within a very long while.
Can I check, like, to see if there's any secondary entrance?
Did someone just say what in the fuck?
What were you saying,
It seems
Charlie?
I wanted to check if there was any secondary entrance.
Give me a perception check.
All right.
Thank you, Luke. I forgot to do that.
Thank you.
Doesn't appear to be.
Everything looks normal.
Put it this way: if there is, it is very well hidden.
All right. No sneak attack today. Except maybe on us.
What do you guys want to do?
Reynauld will be the front of the line then to walk into the cave, given how there's no sign of like anyone else having entered. And even if there are like critters in there, it shouldn't be too much of a hassle for us. So Reynauld, being the tankiest of all of us, is gonna head first, and we'll at least wait for everyone else to get into line formation, or at least follow him in some capacity.
Cool. So I made maps for a reason. Move your tokens.
Yep, and
Put yourself in whatever order you think you want to be in.
we gotta put ourselves in
I
the
mean,
order.
let's say you don't have to go like one square at a time.
I know, I'm just waiting for everyone. I'm just getting it neat.
Oh, so it's for Sylvio. It's asking you to let them join.
I did.
Is Arveer here?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to. It still very much is not letting me. I do not know why. Oh, there we go. I got it.
There it is.
I fixed it.
Arveer,
Cool,
which
thank you.
position in line are you? Would you say you would
Sorry, hold on. As close to the front as possible. Xavier's not a cautious man.
be?
He
You're
will
right
just
behind Reynauld, then.
fantastic. He just wants to get this done.
Luca would probably be in the end, so.
I mean, you don't have to go in exactly a straight line either. Like,
True.
One
although it
arrow
is funny
took us all out.
Although it is funny that Steve somehow ended up like half on 2 squares.
Oh yeah.
Alright. I think, we'll enter in this formation.
All right.
Stay in a line and you'll be fine.
Until someone casts lightning
Staying
bolt.
alive. Staying alive.
Until someone casts
Staying
lightning
alive. No.
So
We gotta
that
stay
is
alive.
enabled. Okay.
Steve, don't move.
Let me just
Steve, don't
do
move.
something I need to do here.
Well, if we stand in a circle, then fireball gets us, so.
I mean, that is also true.
True.
There's always
So
something.
let's do.
Lightning
The
or fire?
dangerous
You guys
realm.
choose.
No.
I really want Steve and
Light-
Luca to swap so we can be in order of AC. That just make me so happy.
We're already in.
Whoa, look at
we're already in
that.
order of
Wow,
health.
perfect. There we
The
go.
squishy people in the
Now we're in
back.
perfect order.
Now we're both.
But now Steve, given his height, if he lags behind, he might get picked up by a small spider.
Oh, jeez.
Isn't
So would
Steve an
Luca.
elf?
I thought Steve was
Hey,
short.
man, that's not very nice, man.
Hey, but isn't
Steve, how
Steve
tall are
like
you?
tall?
Steve,
Is
how
Steve
tall are you? I'm pretty sure
Alright.
Lucas was shortest
Alright.
one.
No, not
If he's
even
about like average
short.
height, he's not tall but not short. He's like what 5'10", I think.
So you know how like
Luca is very short.
so you know like how the average height of like a exceptionally tall person is like 6'2"?
Isn't that just average height? But yes, continue.
Reynaud's like 6'5".
Oh Jesus.
Alright, man, that's literally.
He's the unit. He's the unit of the party.
Hmm.
Why are you at the front then? No one's gonna see anything.
And so,
Hey, man.
oh, I think we might have found someone.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
look at that.
Oh,
I'm
Oh,
sure they're up for
friends.
conversation.
they look friendly.
Or battle.
Yeah. So there's 2 orcs chilling and an ogre.
Dang. And a trap.
They look
A
very
secret door.
confused when you walk in. And the orc closest to you shouts out in orc. I don't know if anyone speaks orc, but
Nope.
Sounds like bork bork.
he seems to be gesturing back the way you came.
I speak
Reynauld
orc.
shakes his head towards him in response with saying no.
I'm sure they won't consider that aggressive at all.
Wait, so
Mhm.
what's he saying?
He's saying something in orc. Do you speak orc?
Yes.
Oh,
He's saying, "Why are you in our residence?" Essentially saying, "Why are you in our house? Get out."
He's asking us why he ruined their house.
Some of them were looking for magic stuffs in that regarding this.
Yeah, we need to go past them.
I'll reply a note. We're looking for magic stuff, I guess. In this cave somewhere.
Maybe we can pay them
Or
for
no.
passage. How tough do they look?
We're not supposed to let anyone past here. Leave now.
Ah, we have to fight.
I would lay what they just said.
Tell
Sounds like a
them
fight.
that is not an option for us. We're on a job.
Do
and
they- Are they on a job?
Are you guys on a job to not let anybody pass?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Well, who
No,
hired
I'm
them?
curious who.
Say that again.
I'm curious who.
Could I ask who? Who
Scary
hired them?
woman.
Scary woman? Okay. But they said scary woman hired them.
Ooh.
I don't know that many scary women.
I don't either.
Can they describe the scary woman? Was she also an
Do
orc?
we know that the one person, I forget her name, the main bad guy, do we know that do we know that she's a woman?
Do we know of her?
We've
Yes,
heard of her.
you've been told about her.
Yeah, but do we
Oh.
just know her name, or do we know she's a female?
You know she was described as a grotesque beast that claims to be female.
I just realized we're talking about the one-shot monster thing, right?
She's wearing a bikini.
Yeah.
Does Reynauld actually remember her? Or did that get taken with the death?
I don't remember if we talked about that when it came up before or not. I'd have to go back and listen to the VOD or check notes or something. Probably listen to the VOD because I haven't done as many notes as I probably should have. Story of my life. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it happens.
Ask them how much gold it'll take for passage. How much we'll need to pay them.
How much gold do you think we'd have to pay you to let us buy?
More than we're already being paid and a guarantee of protection.
How much are you being paid, Colin?
500 gold a week.
500 gold a week.
How tough do these guys look?
Well, they look like two probably 8 foot tall, 7 or 8 foot tall orcs and an ogre that's about 12 feet tall.
Tall guys, but we have magic. We can burn them down.
Well, it's 5 against 3 in the worst case.
There it
Let's
is.
not get hasty. No need to jump to violence.
How about we go outside real quick and talk about this?
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Could you ask him for a non-monetary compromise? We are both on a job after all.
Maybe we could go together. That way they keep an eye on us.
I don't think. I mean, I can ask, I guess.
Doesn't hurt to ask.
Or tell them 50% of our profits. Tell them we're getting 800 per person.
And then we kill them
that would
after?
leave us 400 per person, and that would be giving them about what?
Or make up some outlandish number. Give them 1,000, 1,200. Tell them a good enough number to please them. Tell them we know people for protection.
So we know people for protection, and we'll pay them
50% of some outlandish number you can think.
50% of 5,000 gold. Okay.
It could work.
You hear him in
Oh boy.
in a different language. Anyone here speak Undercommon?
No.
I don't think so.
No,
That's
nobody does.
You see him look to his right and in a language none of you understand, say something. You can tell by the lilt it sounds like a question. And then this new guy that appeared says in Orc, proof of 5,000 gold.
Well.
Is he fucking with us?
Bluff.
Well, guys, I think they know I'm going to lie.
Yeah, I wish I spoke Orc.
5,000 gold.
I just quickly lean to my head towards Zarvir and just say, worst case scenario, I'll take on the ogre.
How many guys do they have in there?
There's
You
more
know,
coming
at
in.
least, guys, at least one of them can understand us. So maybe we should just leave because a lot more are coming in.
Zarvir will kind of step forward and say, which one of you speaks common?
This new one that appears last steps forward.
Ooh, 5 versus 5.
6 versus 5.
It was.
Oh, that was 5
It's
versus
actually 7 on
3.
5, technically. There's also an
it's
ogre.
7. I meant 7.
He goes,
Oh, I was not looking at the map.
5,000 gold.
Well, obviously we haven't been paid yet. Gosh, how does Zarvir want to go about this? Fuck.
Well, we could try a down payment.
You're working for what? Gary Lady is another one of your friends described her. I know people who can pay better. I know people who can get you better jobs, get you protection. I know enough people around. We don't ask for trouble. We simply ask just for passage. Hell, you could even still, I'm sure whatever lady you're working for would buy it. Or not. I don't know her. But we don't want any trouble.
You can meet her right now if you'd like.
Oh,
Is she
shit.
here?
She's beyond the caves in the temple.
Fantastic. Well, then you don't mind if we see ourselves through, or at least speak to her?
We can take you.
Or that. Sure. Okay, well,
That seems
everybody's happy with
efficient.
that. Yeah, see, look, no murder. Look at all you had to do was some talking, guys.
We're all friends here.
Yay! We didn't have to die.
There is one small point.
And that is?
Boss lady doesn't like when people know how to get to her.
Yeah, she might kill us.
Oh no. We might die.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, I'm putting trust in you by allowing you through when I'm probably not supposed to. I want some trust in return.
And what would that be? What's your best guess?
He reaches into his bag, holds his other hand up, and you can see he wields a weapon on his back big enough that he wouldn't be able to wield it properly one-handed. And he holds the other hand up to show he's not going for the weapon. And he grabs a fistful of, kind of looks like cloth while he's holding it. And he throws one at you, and he throws one at each of you guys. Put those on.
Alright.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
I guess that makes
Sounds like a weird
sense.
It would be leading us to our deaths. Execution, make this simple and quick.
If it happens, it happens, I guess.
If I wanted you dead, you'd be dead.
And I believe that.
He's got a point.
Yeah,
Mm.
most likely.
If I
Let's
bring you into her, she'll talk to you. If I give her the signal, she'll come out here and kill all of you.
I don't like the signal.
A deal's a deal, I suppose. Yeah, if you'll put the bag on, or the cloth.
And you may, just to be clear, you may still get a chance to explore this place at some point. That's why I originally assumed you guys were just going to basically kick the fucking door in and fight them. So once you actually tried doing the smart approach and talking, I realized that since you're going to be brought where I intended you to end up instead of forcing your way through, there's a possibility that for either friendship or eventual fight, you might still need to explore this place, so I don't want to uncover it all right now, so that's why I'm building a new piece to the story. So, give me a moment while
We're so unpredictable sometimes.
So, I'm assuming at this point, have you all basically conceded to putting enough trust in them to put these hoods on?
Yeah.
Yes.
If everyone else
Yeah.
does, Reynauld will, only for a thing of, oh my lord, we're all crazy. And basically having to give in because that's the only thing that probably would allow him to at least stay with him enough that we don't die.
Cool. So, I'm going to do...
Gotta keep these idiots alive, you know?
Give me a second.
Who are you calling an idiot?
All of us.
Yeah.
She's got a point. You got a fair point, actually.
There's a first time for everything.
I mean, I did kind of crash into a concrete barrier on a video game. That was fun.
That's normal.
I was only going 100 miles an hour when I crashed. I definitely was not an interstate
Only.
Only. And then I blocked traffic as well with that said semi.
So rude.
So what I will tell you, because this would be auditory, so the fact that you're blindfolded temporarily does not affect this.
I can't
Um,
see.
You shouldn't be able to see. That's the whole point. I haven't shown you where you're going yet.
I can't see, man.
As you pass through a certain area, it feels like you're led further in and then down like a long hallway. Because after a while, you seem to go straight for quite a while. Not like an hour or anything, but like a couple minutes. As you're passing by, what you can feel from sort of a loose draft is probably like another hallway to your left. You go past it, but as you do, you hear what sounds like skittering. Doesn't seem to get any closer to you, but you do hear it.
Okay.
Maybe we should hold hands so we don't run into walls.
They hurt.
I'm gonna hold
More or less.
Reynaud's. No, just kidding.
Put everyone loosely in the room while I'm zoomed out, so that I can move you exactly where I want you once I zoom in. But it's hard to move you when it's zoomed in, so I have to put you in the room somewhere first. And then I have to scratch my eyelid that's itchy and making it hard to see because it's blinking too much. Ugh.
Well, maybe because the dwarves deal with orcs sometimes, and we have... Well, our one-shot had stuff to do with dwarves.
I wasn't in the one shot. So I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, it involved this little dungeon we went on. Then
Yeah.
a not very fun lady killed us.
Oh, fun.
And we died. It.
Yeah. It was...
Sounds
We only died a
really
little,
fun.
guys.
A scary lady.
Something about like that works.
Sounds
need-
really fun for you guys.
Yeah.
50
It
by
hurt. Let's just say it hurt a lot.
Quite painful.
That was kind of the idea, yeah.
Dueling swords
Yeah,
over there.
Hey man, don't worry. This entire map so far that we see is 150 feet apart.
Oh, that's just the countryside.
Yeah, probably more like that would make more sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, now let me zoom out just a touch so this is easier to do.
You need to go this side. No, actually this side. Oh wait. We gotta go all the way over here.
Where are you? Oh,
I don't know.
Nobody knows.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. I haven't revealed it yet.
accidentally placed.
I see a little bit. Oh, I saw a little bit of it. That was a funny part.
You see nothing.
I saw just a tiny bit. I don't know. I couldn't make
You
out the
didn't.
shape. And that's a good
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No,
I
you
saw
didn't see
Forget,
anything.
forget what
Steve,
you
you
saw.
didn't see anything.
I
That's right.
saw everything.
But then you hit a wall and you forgot.
Yeah.
I hit the wall.
It happens.
The walls hurt a lot.
These walls hurt.
Yeah, generally walls do hurt.
Yeah, genuinely. Yeah.
For a
Sort
sincere
of a-
Man, I was
Me.
only falling down like 2 flights of stairs. Come on.
Yeah.
Steve, don't worry, you didn't see anything. I used to modify memory, so you don't remember anything.
Hey, you can't do that.
I
Don't touch
just
my
did.
memories.
I
Don't
just
touch
did.
my memories.
I'll touch
Stop
your
it.
memories all I want.
No, stop. You can't.
Can't stop, won't stop.
I will.
So,
Oh, my nose is so runny.
eventually the hoods are taken off of you.
Yay.
I can see again.
Whoa.
Absolutely.
You are within
Only
the
have a
map.
slight concussion.
Within the map program, you are significantly further up than you were on the maps than you were before. You're on a completely different map.
Yay.
Luckily for you, I tried my best to get them as close. They're actually made by the same person and meant to go together, but the scale is slightly different, it looks like, based on like sort of where they zoomed in on certain walkways and stuff. But I lined it up as best as I could so that you'd be. But yeah. So
Nice.
you're. The ogre seems to have stayed standing guard in case anyone else shows up.
Hello, pretty lady.
There are now three more orcs that seem to have already been in the room, along with the 6 that came with you.
More friends.
And standing across the room from you is a very tall, oddly pale-skinned, looks like probably either an orc or half-orc, but like possibly albino? Certainly very, very pale-skinned compared to your typical green-skinned orc. But definitely orcish features. Even though the artwork that's in the little token isn't, but it's close enough. It's more, the actual image is more elvish, but yeah, looks like basically either an albino orc or very pale-skinned orc of some kind. And he steps forward and says to her in common, Madam, apparently they were paid to come here and seek this place out. What would you like us to do about that? And she says back in common, what are you here for?
Well, what had happened was we're searching for some magical answers about why people die and stay dead.
Yeah, that sounds about right, I think.
You hear about the death curse?
That's the one.
Yes.
So am I.
Could be on the same team
On
then.
the same page.
I thought it might help. Hasn't seemed to so far, but maybe it has. I don't know. Hard to tell when you're falling apart.
Helped what?
But it seems like maybe it's slowing it a little. It's hard to say.
What did you do?
I'm living here. hoping that the magic of this place might contain my issue.
Ah, that's why you're looking to fix this all. You are one of its many victims, I suppose.
That would be correct.
And you found what so far? We're on the same page, trying to do the same thing.
Well, found this altar that you're standing in front of. I've made some sacrifices to it. Seems to have slowed the progression slightly, but is not as effective as I would care for.
That could have been us.
With Xavier being as blunt as possible, Xavier is now knowing they're on the same page, is going to walk up really close to the altar and just walk right past the guards, assuming they let him. And just kind of like examine the altar.
Kick it over.
I mean, provided you don't like power walk, if you just kind of look like you're approaching.
Yeah, no, he's just walking. Nothing.
Yeah, if it looks casual and you don't have any kind of weapon or magic fucking Eldritch Blast in your hand or anything, they're keeping an eye on you, but there's enough of them close enough to you, they're not too worried about catching you if they need to.
Yeah, I guess while I'm here, can I don't know, Arcana this? Investigate?
Well, I'm also trying to figure out why Steve keeps moving around.
He's agitated. He's got the jitters.
Yeah, give me a Arcana check.
All right. I don't think my Arcana's that great. Or maybe actually, I don't think it's that bad.
Well, actually, what are you trying to discern from it?
I'm trying to see its magical properties, like what this thing does, how it works.
Oh, yeah. Give me an Arcana check then.
My Arcana's not that bad. +2 is not bad.
I mean, it's pretty ancient, so it's hard to say exactly what it might do. It's when you get closer to it, it is sort of an altar, but it's less of a flat altar and more of like a stone. What's the word I'm looking for? Almost like if it wasn't built into the floor, it would almost look like a stone pot. But it seems to have, yeah, kind of, but with like the top open. Not like a cauldron, although it does seem to have fluids in it of the red nature.
What does this thing do exactly?
I'm honestly not sure 100%. It just looked religious, ancient, and magical altar-y, so I figured maybe it could help. Does seem like it's slowed my progression some, but I don't know exactly what it is doing or how.
Interesting.
It was just more of a gut instinct to try it.
Unless does anyone else have something to do, or else Xavier's gonna do something really stupid.
Oh, please do something really stupid.
Xavier, the ones again, no regard for safety. This might not even do anything, but he's just gonna stick his hand inside the cauldron and feel around for anything within the liquid and all that. Just look around for anything in there.
Give me an investigation check.
Investigation. Probably the same as my Arcana. Yeah, oof, not a good roll though.
She thinks it's fun.
It's definitely blood, mostly, at least. Based on the consistency and the color. There's probably bones at the bottom of it.
What did you sacrifice? An arm, a leg, a child?
Whatever I had, really.
Javier would look to the rest of the group. Volunteers? Anyone? A finger, maybe? At least?
You could try yourself.
That's true.
Maybe a toe.
Oh, man, I'm really tempted to take off one of my fingers.
Xanjar, something you do notice as someone who is a little bit more slowly so far than some of the other people you know affected by the curse, probably because you are kind of on the brink of life and death as a reborn. You're not really dead, but you're not entirely alive.
Only mostly dead.
But which maybe in hindsight means you guys should have actually melted faster. Who knows? I don't know. I'm making it up as I go.
Oops.
Or I made that up as I went. Now I'm trying to stick to what I said. So yeah, since I said you were melting slower, you're melting slower. You do, however, know that the hand you put in was the one you had a little bit more noticeable damage to, and it does seem almost like scar tissue, like some of it, at least for now, has reversed. Or at least stopped.
I should make a cream out of this.
Your hand looks a bit less flaky than it did before.
Gosh, there's so many things everyone wants to try.
Could sell this to old ladies.
Oh man, Xavier wants to do so many things here. He'll go with the easy stuff first. And he'll just like cup some of it in his hand and he'll just drink it.
Make me a Constitution save.
Oh, gee. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. My con's not bad though. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Something definitely started to happen. You're not exactly sure what.
Was it a pleasant feeling, like a good change, or like I was gonna throw up?
Is there nausea?
Little of both at different points. I mean, what semblance of taste buds you still have in your weird half alive state. It tasted like what you remember blood tasting like when you were still fully alive and had, gotten hit in the face or something and tasted your blood before. Hard to tell if there's anything else in there or not.
You said you sacrificed something, and you're magically somewhat better?
Yeah.
Flesh or object?
Yes.
You sure no one else wants to take a jab at this? No?
I mean,
okay.
What does it seem like? There's blood in there, right?
I mean, I guess the only one who'd really benefit would be Reynauld. Do you want to take a swig? Or take a hand?
Are there hands in there?
There's a little assortment of everything.
Fun.
Yeah, there's probably a few hands in there.
Nice.
Well, you know what? Fuck it. Xavier will take a knife out of his pocket and just real quick, just take off his pinky on his left hand and just cut it off.
Oh my god, I was muted.
Oh, you were. That's why I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just take my finger off.
I was trying to tell you, have you tried hair?
Nope, finger's already gone. Not already done. Can't be undone.
Does it grow back?
Cool.
Finger's gone.
So you cut off your pinky finger.
Yay.
I'm gonna assume you did that with basically a dagger.
Yeah, that's all I have pretty much.
So roll me a d4.
Fun.
So you take. What's your modifier again? Be
My
dex.
I don't think I'm proficient with that weapon. Oh no, it's a simple weapon. Yeah,
I was
yeah.
gonna say it's a simple weapon. You're definitely proficient with it.
Yeah. You're right.
Plus 4.
Yeah, so plus
So you take 6 damage.
Ooh.
Yikes. That's fine. Why am I at half health? I
This is
apparently
fine.
did not
Because you
update my
did.
character.
And you also did a long rest, apparently.
Apparently. Okay, I'm gonna. Jesus.
I don't think any of you bothered to, despite the fact that you literally
I
went to
did it.
sleep.
I did it on the
didn't I?
D&D sheet, but not in Avway.
Okay, there we go. Now -6. Yeah, I didn't think there was anything too long rest. I didn't think my health was altered at all.
Nothing was added, so I was good.
Okay, there we go.
No.
Then let's throw it in there. Fuck, God. Jesus.
So it starts to bubble. Not like, water moving, but like bubble. Like you put your hand in it a minute ago, and and the kind of bubbling it's doing, it shouldn't be able to do because it isn't hot. But it looks like it's boiling. And steam starts to come out of it, as a matter of fact. And then a moment later.
You said Steve. Okay, steam.
High or low?
Oh, hi. Hell yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah, we'll go with that one. Your finger regrows.
What?
That's fun.
And you feel more whole than before.
Oh.
Hey, maybe we could use like bad people for this, like prisoners or something.
Reynauld, you sure you don't want to try this? I might go again. This is interesting.
I don't know. How do
Maybe
you
like
feel?
a sip.
I think it's a good feeling. Considering it gave me my finger back, it can't be all that bad.
Reynauld,
We're all
It's
just
just
joining a
interesting.
cult.
Reynaud's
Yeah,
trying to
pretty
say-
We
much.
just join a cult? Cool.
Oh, it's never hurt anybody.
Reynauld
Exactly.
sighs and
Especially
kind
by
of just holds out his
themselves.
hand, like basically off, asking, like, "Okay, give me the knife. I'll try."
I can do it for you if you wish.
Oh no, you're gonna take off the whole hand.
Fuck, God, how do you know?
So
Okay,
close.
I'll hand him over the knife.
What
God, I want to
Reynauld
see what
does,
happened.
he's gonna take off a bit of like the bracers on his forearm, and he's gonna kind of like just carve off a small bit of like upper like flesh closer to the top of his arm.
All right. Roll me a d4 plus your dexterity modifier.
So that's a D4
Well, d4 plus dexterity plus
plus
proficiency.
So that's
Since you are proficient with all weapons as a fighter.
D4 plus 4.
Yeah.
7.
So you take 7 damage. And I assume you're going to throw this hunk of flesh into the cauldron?
Yep.
Cool. High or low?
Low. Fuck.
Yikes.
So, The cauldron bubbles. Bubbles some more. You aren't sure if, I mean, you can see it reacting, but you're not sure if it's actually doing anything or not. Until you are. Please give me a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh. 24.
Cool. Yeah, it seems fine.
Zarvir,
Yeah.
I just cut a small chunk of my forearm and tossed into a cauldron for nothing.
Well, God, you idiot. You're supposed to do something bigger. Let's try your fingers or your hand. How about
about I
your whole
toss-
foot?
How about I toss in your head?
You know, preferably not. Who's next? How about the cat?
I mean, I could try drinking a sip. Maybe
No.
be-
Let's go something a little bigger, like your tail. Perfect. Let's take it all off.
no, I'm attached to that. It's kind of my thing. I don't want to lose
Zarvir
my
would look to
tail.
the lady. We still don't know the name of. Any of your ogres expendable? Some, no. I mean, they're paid, right? They can lose a whole arm if they need to.
Oh, that. It doesn't quite work the same for them. They're of the living.
Oh, you tried that already?
Yeah.
Glad we didn't try it.
Might as well roll the dice again.
I didn't
Yeah,
say it
would
would
do it again. Is it more?
I didn't say it wouldn't do anything. I said it would do something different.
I like that even better. Add
How
your tail.
Whoa.
Zarvir.
That's not an option.
Okay, fine. It's tempting though.
What?
Have you ever tried
What-
it multiple
what-
times with one person?
Can we ask them what was different?
Different things happened.
Oh, like random things, or was there a pattern to it?
Try it and find out.
I like your spirit. Cat?
I'm good.
Bro.
I'm Nolan with the knife, and first I have a question of, what happens if the same person tries it multiple times?
Try it and find out.
Reynauld just kind of like shrugs and takes the knife and is about to put it up to his wrist and says, "It does accept pure blood, right?"
That's what I've put in.
All right, and he, I don't know if this is a trigger warning for anyone, but like, Reynolds gonna slit his wrist to like let blood into the cauldron.
So he's
You could
just
just-
cutting his wrist a little bit, and then
could
he
just-
starts bleeding.
Could just cut your hand.
The palm or
Yeah, that
something?
probably would.
Ain't enough. You need more.
I don't know.
More,
Wrist
more.
was the first one to think of because when I look at my wrist, I see a lot of veins.
All right.
Just cut out
Um,
tip of your finger, though.
So, you cut into your wrist, forearm area, or lower forearm area. Roll me a d4 plus 4, because that seemed to be your number before.
7 again.
So you take another 7 damage. And high or low?
I'm gonna choose low. Are you?
Damn.
Okay.
I'm
So-
in my head thinking, oh, don't choose high because now this is gonna be time it's low. And
First of all, make me another con save.
I'm just gonna nat one this and I'm just gonna turn to dust. Ooh.
Oh, not bad.
All right. And also make me a dexterity save. So you start to feel woozy, Could be some kind of effect of the cauldron thing itself. Could also just be because you bled out 14 points of damage. But you steady yourself on the rim of the thing and you're fine. Ish.
So like
By
normal.
the way, when I cut my finger off and it grew back, did that also heal the health, or am I still 7 points health down? Or 6?
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, no. You're full health.
Oh, wonderful.
I'm just gonna turn to Zarvir and just say, "This is a scam." And I'm just gonna haphazardly toss the knife back towards him, kind of half hoping he catches it.
I imagine I catch it. I don't think you're throwing it at me.
No, it's more so I'm tossing it to you without regard
Yeah.
of which end the blade is at.
Oh, fantastic.
Cool.
Yay, more blood.
Well, given that you're calling it tossing, but you're, for map purposes, next to each other, I'm going to say it's an underarm toss. It's pretty easy to catch it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, in for a penny, in for a pound, right?
Yeah.
Oh, do I need my left hand?
Nah, who needs that?
Kinda, yeah.
You know.
We'll
Guess
take
that
off my
depends,
other
eh?
pinky finger.
I guess that depends. Are you left-handed?
No, that's why it's the left. See,
Not
Zephyr
anymore.
only uses his right hand. No, we'll take off my other pinky finger.
All right.
In the most sarcastic tone Reynauld could muster, he's just gonna say, why don't you cut off your groin and see what happens?"
Don't give him that idea.
Oh no.
Oh no. Something bad's gonna happen.
Soup's about to get more interesting.
Yeah, 1d4 plus 4.
I mean,
7.
I'm sure there's weird stuff in there already. It's
So,
one more.
so you eat 7 damage, at least for the moment. And give me a con save.
Alright.
Assuming you throw it in again.
Oh, yeah. Hey, even better.
Cool. High or low?
High every time.
Nice.
Gotta
Wrong.
go high all
Hell
Okay,
yeah. It's never been low. It's not gonna go low.
It's high is the best thing to go. Like
It
honestly.
is.
All
I love
right.
being high.
So,
Me too.
you don't feel the hit points come back to you this time, but the
I
finger
imagine.
does grow back.
Is there any other difference? Do I feel anything else?
You feel a little less dead.
Ray, he's a little more alive.
Whee.
If I took my hand off, would it like can I just make it a clean cut?
Not with a dagger. It's
Okay.
got some edge to it, but something as big as your hand,
Yeah.
you're going to need bigger than that.
Hey, Zarvir, not Zarvir. Reynauld has a pretty big sword on him.
I was actually
You
just
really
gonna
like
say.
it.
Xavier looks to Reynauld and says, I could take my hand. I don't use my left very often. I'm right-handed. Makes sense.
Logic.
Wait, are you giving this sort of honor to me?
I mean, I can't use it. It's too big. What do you think,
I'll be
lady?
perfectly.
She looks at you and is like, Celis, by the way.
Xavier.
I will admit, as brave as I like to think myself, I've never been both brave and stupid enough to try what you're going to attempt, but it's possible it could be that you're right, and maybe that's why it hasn't had its full effect on me, so depends how much you really want to try it and see what happens, I suppose.
There's no harm in trying.
I want to see what happens.
Think of how much it could change me.
There is a harm in trying X.
There's no harm in trying.
I feel like reasonably I shouldn't, but for the bit, I feel like I have to.
You don't have to. It's just this.
I really feel like I need to.
Yeah.
I feel like
I
this
agree.
is too compelling.
I have a feeling that Zarvir is about to give me a shitty grin that tells me, "Yep, I have to cut off his hand."
Oh man, I'm so conflicted. You know what, short? You know what? Fuck it. Who needs a left hand? Who wants that thing's
lot
useless,
of people.
practically.
It's useless.
Xavier's
Cool.
just gonna hold
Oh,
his
God.
hand over the cauldron and just say, "Go for it."
Reynauld shrugs and just says,
Jesus Christ.
if
I'm
it
gonna
doesn't
die.
come back this time,
Try
it is
again,
not
try
my
again.
fault. Reynauld is like first looking around to make sure it's perfectly okay, and I'm not gonna get struck down for this. I'm pulling out. Actually, I could pull out one of my hand axes, but that's cringe. I'm gonna pull out the executioner's sword.
I mean, if you don't look like you're doing anything untoward to them, they'll fucking sit back and watch.
Makes sense.
Are we
I
not
turn to
going
Xavier and just say, "Alright, this is a bigger part. Usually the bigger parts hurt. So I'm gonna give you a countdown and also one last chance to change your mind and not do this horrible, stupid thing."
This sounds flawless and perfect. Upside is the only thing this is. Go for it.
Are
Alright,
we not
3,
accomplish?
2, and then I cut off
No,
his
I'm
hand
watching.
before getting to 1.
Cool. So,
Why did I do this?
you're mechanically, what do we say your sword is?
Mechanically it's a great sword, so I think it's pretty big enough to cut through a
I'm not worried about that. I want to make sure I knew for damage. Roll and
slashing.
yeah. Don't roll like an attack roll because he's letting you hit him, but roll damage.
Oh, so 2d6 plus 5.
He's gonna crit. Oh no,
No,
it's
he's
damage.
not.
Never mind.
No, we're
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
Yeah, there's no critting. He's not rolling an attack because you're
Hey, it's
volunteering
good
it.
for me.
Unless you want to use my great weapon fighting, that's a 9.
Yeah, sure. Why the hell not?
Oh, that
Oh.
one gets re-rolled. Okay, so
Nice.
instead of so you got a 13, I
13.
believe if my math's good.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I was thinking whether it would apply here, but then I'm like, you know what? In this particular case, using basically your ability, even though you're not doing it on purpose, the built-in reroll the 1 for possible more damage fits the theme of punishment for a weird decision. Not really punishment, even consequence is a better
This is
word
more
for
so
it.
Reynauld.
I
It
knew
doing
this was
extra
an awful
damage is
choice. I
Reynauld
made this
intentionally just
willingly.
driving it into him in a way that just hurts more. Just like this is a stupid idea.
It's
and I'm
also
making you
me
suffer
losing
for
my
it.
whole hand. So I imagine
yeah.
it's pretty painful.
So your hand falls in the pool.
Cool.
Yikes.
Lucas face palming.
Go ahead and make me a con save at disadvantage.
Nice.
Hmm.
Okay, 10's not the worst thing in the world, but not great.
Right.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Does my knowledge from the past or from a past, does it says ability checks? That's not, you wouldn't count that as skill as saves, would you?
No, saves and checks are not the same thing.
Okay.
Ability checks are like investigation.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure though. Just okay, it's fine.
Does it only say checks?
When you make an ability check that uses a skill.
No.
Yeah, so that's your investigations and athletics, that stuff.
If the
Yeah, just making
D100s
sure.
even rolled for this, and you happen to be wrong, Xavier, on the bright side, you've made me a progressive king, as I'm now friends with an amputee.
No, with a 10 on that, there is no D100 roll.
Oh, good.
Great, I didn't want to hand anyways.
So the cauldron does bubble, and bubbles some more. And bubbling gets more severe than before. Could just be that you put a fucking hand in there instead of a finger or some blood. And then what I can only describe as a face comes out of the blood. Like, not like looking in a cold bowl of like liquid, but like the blood, basically a wave of it comes up out of the blood in the shape of a face. and shoots down your throat.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that's new. I changed my mind about taking a sip.
Yeah, I think I changed my mind.
Forgot I was muted. I'm
That's
disgusted
great.
that you even considered it.
As a result of that, we're going to end the session, and I'll DM you what happens.
You monster!
See,
Broke up.
without me
That's
having
a
lost my hand,
language.
we would have missed out on all this content.
Without you having
Yeah.
lost your hand, you would have had a hand.
Hey,
Definitely would have had a
That
hand.
it
makes
just means I
sense.
get a robot hand or
What I had written down for this was,
It was not this.
well, originally I had an encounter of 4 orcs, but that became 2 orcs and the ogre because I just wanted to throw an ogre in there for something that at level 3 isn't super scary with 5 people fighting it, but just looks big and scary. Originally I had either what you saw on the map or 4 orcs was the original written version. The things you heard skittering were giant spiders, just regular ones, not like the face spiders.
Oh, great.
The tokens for them, spoilers, would have been face spiders because I was too lazy to make different ones. But I was just
Understandable.
using them as like, basically like Harry Potter woods, like big spiders. A thing that I won't spoil because the giant spiders you already kind of knew something was there because I told you on purpose. Another possible encounter elsewhere you could have found if you explored, and then meeting her and the people she was here with. Did not expect this to go the way it did. Pulled a lot of shit out of my ass.
Excellent.
Did not have a plan for what that altar thing did. Just realized it doesn't look so much as much like blood as it does sort of like a weird portal-y thing now that I look at it because it's more purple, but didn't want to go that route when you're level 3 and like send you to a different fucking plane or something. So I was like, all right, well, let's make it. It's death curse. People would probably be trying to use some weird ancient black magic to try to counter it. Since holy magic, I mean, you can heal people. That like I said, healing still works, but you can't heal away the long-term effects, apparently. So it's like some creepy fucker would try to do some creepy shit with an ancient rune. Let's see. And then you guys just started spouting shit off you wanted to do, and I'm like, cool, let's see how bad this can go.
You know, Zervir,
Yeah.
in retrospect, now I would have really liked to see what happened if you threw your dick in instead.
Who knows?
Since I don't
We
think
come back.
anyone at this point is going to do that, I
Yeah.
can tell you because I actually had an idea for that.
Did this come up as soon as I made that joke, or?
Yes.
Oh my god.
It's not actually that different from what was already happening. It just would. I had a couple of things in mind, depending if you went blood, whole body parts, what body parts. If you were to throw something, all jokes aside, that important hole in there, it probably would have created a blood clone.
Oh,
What?
That's a new way to reproduce.
yeah.
Whoa.
What?
Can only imagine I'm getting possessed by some blood demon.
Oh yeah,
That's gonna be really
2 pieces
fun.
of gold and a copy of P4 Arena. It says your ass got possessed.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I'm getting possessed.
Debian 2.0, if you would.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, see that
Nice.
that was different though. That started as your backstory, and I was like, I want to do something weird with this that isn't just what you wrote. This I genuinely don't entirely know exactly what it is yet myself. So it's going to be interesting. It's probably sort of on that line, but I honestly don't 100% know yet.
I can't wait to find out. And probably die. I'm sure it won't go
Yay.
badly.
I think dying is normal at this point.
Yeah, maybe a
Oh,
little
what?
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's not try to do that again, though. I mean, if this works out, then everyone can start taking their hands off, or maybe their whole arm, or
I
a
don't
tail.
want
Wonderful. Nope.
No.
I'll get that
My
tail
What
eventually.
precious-
choice
my
do you have in
precious.
this world, though?
What are you
Not
gonna
my
use that tail
precious.
for?
I mean, I'm sure there's so many things you can use it for. I'm sure someone wants a tail coat or a little purse bag.
Like,
Or,
you know,
I don't
like
know,
a-
maybe that's considered important. Maybe we'll
like-
make a Mina clone. I mean,
like-
not
whoa.
Mina, Charlene.
Like hell no.
It's like a earthworm. You cut it off
purse
and another one
handle.
grows, and the remaining tail creates a new Mina.
Yeah,
Or
there you
Char-
go.
Oh
Char-
god.
Charlie.
Not another one.
Double Mina.
Can we even
What will
handle
we do with
another?
another one?
God, I'd hate to have two
Who knows?
Xanjars. I'd have to kill one to restore balance.
Oh gosh.
You got a point.
That-
Take off my
that
hand.
would
No,
make
take
another
my
one.
hand off.
Nice.
Jovial,
Reynauld
that would
just sees
just
the
create
opportunity, he's
another
like-
one.
Oh, holy crap, an opportunity to kill Xarvir twice.
Win-win.
Yeah.
Literally.
But-
I win both
but, like-
fights.
It would just keep making Jovios.
That's true. You kill me and another 3 spawn.
Hey, infinites.
What will we do?
This is how I
with
take
Infinite-
over the
infinite-
world. I'm
infinite
taking this
fun.
cauldron with me.
Where are we gonna store the cauldron, though?
I don't know. We'll find a way. We'll start a cauldron cult.
We'll just
The
shove it in your
cauldron.
pocket. I think it should fit.
The cauldron.
It
I
should
like
fit in your
that.
pocket, man.
Join the cauldron.
Yeah, I was
Signs
debating
outside
this
every
episode.
major city.
I was playing for when Reynauld was going to do his thing. I was originally just going to have him grab Xarvir by the head and just take a lock of his hair off using the knife and then throw it in.
My finger was first.
Yeah, that's
Xarvir,
unfortunate.
can you just like put the cauldron in your pocket and we leave?
Yeah, I'm sure it'll fit in someone's purse or someone's bag, you know. Or maybe we can
Anybody
even pay
have
the
a bag
orcs
of
to
clothing?
Reynauld could
I
have held it in
wish.
his
Orcs
old
with us.
helmet.
Or maybe just a liquid is all we need. We can just get a bottle of that and start a cauldron.
We're gonna need like maybe 10, 20 bottles.
We can sell it to
Yeah,
old
you know,
ladies.
We'll sell them online. Yeah.
I'm sure eBay has some.
I mean, they sell all kinds of liquids there. Sure, they wouldn't be against some cult liquid.
Perfect.
It's the perfect place to sell the liquid.
Exactly, yeah.
Paul, do you see
Mysterious
what you
looking for
bought
sale.
upon?
Only $2.99 per bottle.
Hmm?
Paul gives us something that we don't understand and we just throw our hand into it. That's pretty much what
Smallest
happened.
idea.
Oh. Would it have been deep enough to fit a sword into?
You're gonna put your weapon in it?
I mean,
I mean,
you
both
could,
object and flesh.
I mean, whether or not you get the whole thing in it or not, hard to say, but
We'll just put a fireball in there, see how that goes for us.
Oh God,
There's so many things we
no.
can do with this. Paul gave us an object we didn't understand, and now we can do so many things with it.
We're
Paul, why
doing
would
the
you do
scientific method.
We're gonna end up clearing out the orcs anyways, just so we can bring that cauldron with us.
Oh god.
We'll feed
gonna
them
be
to the
so-
We'll come
cauldron.
back for it, don't worry.
We just gotta trick
Sorry,
them
sorry,
into
really bad
killing
idea.
themselves.
Can carry her purse.
I can, if my soul sends Paul just wanting to kill us all with giant falling rocks right now.
Are we really a cult if we don't trick others into killing themselves for us?
Are we really a cult
Maybe we
if
can
we
convince
get
all
the
the
common
orcs to
people
join
to
us?
help me overthrow a
Yeah,
kingdom?
exactly.
Yeah. We'll
Just
use the
start a cult right
cauldron
here.
to overthrow
Cauldron.
you, Zen. Don't worry.
I fucking the ornament off.
The
my
adventures
tail,
of the
three
cauldrons.
animal. The cauldrons.
Yeah, there
Alright,
we
who
go.
can fit the cauldron in their pocket?
I
Oh,
volunteer
gosh.
Reynauld.
Yeah, he'll carry it.
Reynauld could fit in. Reynauld could fit it in his helmet.
Alright, man, you
Unbelievable.
wanna carry it?
Who cares about this whole
Reynaud's
magic
gonna
story?
take off
Let's
his
just-
helmet.
Let's go invent
Well,
a
actually,
cult.
Xarvir could probably fit
do
in
it.
his balls, given how fucking cocky he was today.
Xarvir's
It-
always he does not care about safety.
They ought to be about the size of a small neutron star with how ballsy you were today.
I found a sign about the rule of
He's
2.
the kind of guy who knows there's a trap and he'll walk right into it because he just is too bored.
Reynaud's the kind of guy who knows there's a trap and doesn't say anything to Zervir because he knows damn well he'll walk into it.
It's a safe passage. Go right here. Look, there's a cauldron within the hallway. You should go get it.
That's gonna
Totally
be a recurring
normal.
joke now.
Safe.
You walk in
It
Not
looks
a
like
trap.
Cauldron.
I found a picture, you guys. Look in the
Zervir-
tavern.
No, I shouldn't use that word for this, but I was gonna say Zervir is a Cauldron fan.
Gosh, an episode of the Rule of 2.
Do you like that?
Rule of
Cauldron.
How are
two.
we gonna get
My
this cauldron
precious.
though? For real.
I don't know what it
We
means,
gotta
but it
save this
was
cauldron.
at a hospital. It's us, guys.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's me. I'm on the.
There's
I'm
two
the
of
one
us.
laying down.
Yay.
Go
I guess
us.
you need a buddy to help. The rule of 2.
Go us.
Just bet your buddy.
I think it. I don't know where we're gonna put this cauldron, but we'll figure it out. Don't worry.
We'll find a way.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, Paul's currently writing the encounter for tomorrow as we try to take the Cauldron for ourselves.
I mean, be interesting to see you try, since for a number of reasons, not the least of which is it's literally part of the floor.
We'll find a
Break
way.
it down.
Yeah, we'll take the floor with
Cut
us.
the legs.
We
Zervir, I
always
have an
find a
idea.
way.
You drink some of the liquid, didn't seem to hurt me that bad. We'll have you drink the entire cauldron. We'll carry you
jeez.
out, and then I'll open up your stomach and pour it into another cauldron.
Fantastic. You know, there's also things in bottles.
He
Yo,
needs a bottle when
I
we
don't have to
Zervir.
Who
drink
needs
it all.
bottles
Geez.
when you can use a
Well, to
You
be fair,
know,
I'm just
there's
looking
this
You're
thing
right.
called bottles. Have you heard of them?
Who needs them when you got people to do it for you?
Exactly. You have bodies. You can just
That
use
sounds
those.
messy. Woohoo!
Nah,
No, Reynauld isn't Dr. Asclepius underpaid?
Oh, if Dr. Asclepius was here, he'd be all over
JT
this
Quicks
shit.
rated my stream with 5 viewers.
Woo!
Reynauld, does it? I'm
Yes.
pretty sure your sword might be able to cut the legs off that cauldron.
We're
Give it a
so
go. Let's find out.
happy.
I am not breaking my sword on cauldron legs, and I'd sooner
Alright,
kill
use the
all of you
dagger.
than let it be damaged.
Damn.
Spend the next
Use
like
the
3
dagger.
in-games days just like breaking at this cauldron's legs.
No,
This
we're
poor
gonna
thing.
spend one in-game day watching you guys try to goad me into like hitting the cauldron legs, and then afterwards just gonna smash cut to everyone in the room dead while Reynauld just like fucking just huddled up and just trying to clean off his sword as best he can, hoping there's no dents.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head out. Thank y'all
Yeah,
for
me
the
too.
games.
Goodbye.
We made some good
Oh,
progress.
good
And
night,
thank you,
y'all.
Paul.
Have a good one.
Can't wait to find out what
Bye-bye.
the cauldron secrets are.
Super
Yeah,
sweet.
I
We'll
will
get some
send you
bottles, don't
something
worry.
shortly.
Oh, and
Yeah,
Charlene,
yeah.
you forgot to ask Reynauld
Alright.
that thing about the thing.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Someone buy bottles tomorrow. Or next week, I mean.
Oh man. Yeah, we made some progress,
Somebody
I think.
just have bottles.
Who
Just have
carries
them.
bottles?
Drink your
Some people.
potions, drink your health potion, and put it in there.
I don't have
We'll
health
bring
potions.
a
I
sample
have
back.
a dagger.
We will bring a sample back to our mission people.
Why don't we
Tall
just
lady.
put them? Why
Why
don't
don't-
we just put them in the water skins?
It's a
Why
water
don't we just
skin,
get
not
a dead
cauldron
body and
skin.
just
I
put it
mean,
all in there?
I think we start with some health potions.
No.
No, we don't.
We all have
Depending on
water
what
skin.
pack.
I have a few flasks.
I don't know if I do.
Lucinda.
I think I'm gonna go to sleep. I gotta work tomorrow. Like 1:30
Have a
in the
good
morning.
night,
Yep. Time to go to sleep.
Mummy. And Jothali. I thought we were gonna meet Jothali.
I on the white kill.
Hmm.
Mina, why does like none of your why does your character have like no equipment?
I
Can you guys
put
do
it in
me a
my
favor?
other thing.
Choose a random number on my numpad, 5 through 9.
Okay.
I'm not gonna question.
Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
Do I want to question it?
So many
No, you probably
questions you don't
shouldn't.
want the answers to.
What's your favorite number out of all those?
5.
5?
Oh.
See.
I have a 6-second guitar piece on that. It's the verses music from Guilty Gear Xanjar.
Okay, what's the other ones?
Well, here's an entire song that I'm
Don't
not gonna
play
play the
all of
entirety of. This is what I like to call the jump scare song because it scares half the people I play it to. It's just Ride with Fire from Guilty Gear.
Like Ash?
Yeah. And I think this is the Joseph telling people to run for their lives. No, what's 8? I have nothing on 8.
It's
Found it. Okay. What have I done? Fine, broken.
You better run.
Okay then.
Makes sense. Oh. He
Well
ran
then,
for
how
his
long-
life.
He did. How long do you plan on staying up, Mina?
Just for a bit more. I've got a couple hours left
I-
on this event for the ant
fixed
game.
Welcome back.
I'm gonna go harass people in a different VC now.
Yay.
Bye.
Okay,
Goodbye.
bye. Have fun.
Okay, I should probably go to sleep. I have work tomorrow.
Yeah, get some good rest.
Good night.
Good night. Trust no one.
Trust no one.
Excellent.